Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? You hear me? Okay. ¿Se escucha bien o no, chicos, chicas? Hello, hello. All right, thank you. Okay, welcome to a new session today. Well, welcome Andrés, Paula, Valentina, Gonzalo, Monse, Danay. In a previous session, we were studying unit number 2. Society and media. We were also studying about essays and also about, if I don't mistake, about the lexical contents, newspapers and television. And I'm trying to double check what exactly did last class, trying to have access to the stuff, pero I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Quiero que me confirmen si alcanzamos a ver ayer, si solamente alcanzamos a ver el tema de newspapers and television. Estoy seguro que lo vimos, pero no sé si vimos ensayos. ¿Alcanzamos a ver ensayos o no ayer? No me acuerdo. Y los imperativos. Creo que alcanzamos por ver newspapers and television. ¿Alguien se acuerda? Que ya estoy senil ya. Se me empiezan a olvidar las cosas. El Alzheimer me tiene mal. ¿Hay alguien que por el chat se acuerde? ¿Que me diga? Si mal no recuerdo, creo que alcanzamos a ver solamente newspapers and television. No vimos imperatives y tampoco vimos foreign against essays. ¿Sí, cierto, Alonso? We saw the TV, claro. Sí, no vimos lo otro. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. All right. So regarding, in this case, the content for this unit, we should be dealing with imperatives right now, and then we're going to deal with essays, which is part of the second assessment, right? Regarding the first assessment, as I told you, I should give you the, in this case, your marks by the next week, ¿cierto? Ya el próximo domingo, no este, sino que hasta el otro, les debo tener sus notitas del assessment 1, que son las short stories, right? Eso sí, quería comentarles lo siguiente. Aquí en el UCampus agregué una actividad extra que está acá. Ya le puse research porque en el fondo no es que ustedes tengan que investigar, sino que esto es parte de una investigación de una universidad hermana del norte y una colega, ¿cierto?, que está, digamos en este caso, investigando sobre habilidades, digamos, de escritura creativa en estudiantes de primer año. Entonces, y yo lo quiero usar como un bonus track en este caso, para que ustedes puedan tener un aumento en su score, ¿ya? Dice create a story. You have to create a story using the image with writing at least 300 words. 300 palabras, una historia sobre esta imagen. Dice, thank you for driving carefully through the village. A little sarcastic anyway. Entonces, ya hay 11 comentarios, ¿cierto? Que básicamente los comentarios son la historia. ¿Ok? Muchas de estas historias son anónimas, por lo tanto, si ustedes quieren, también se pueden poner como anónimos o pueden ponerse el seudónimo que ustedes quieran. Ya, y son puras short stories también, son puras short stories. Entonces, si ustedes lo hacen, aquí hay alguien que, digamos, de pedagogía en inglés, ya hizo su historia. Ignacia Figueroa, aquí también hay alguien de, no sé si es del PEDA, pero, right. So that's the idea. Si ustedes lo hacen, yo les voy a abonar a sus assessments, ¿cierto? A sus notas, ¿vale? Eso, por ese lado. Ya, cualquier duda, any questions, you just ask me about this. Y después cuando la profe termine su, digamos, este año de su investigación, ahí les voy a contar cómo les fue. What else? Eso por un lado, lo otro, about society and media. So we were discussing about the impact of, in this case, the mass media or the media in general on people. What were fake news? If we could trust TV news and newspapers, etc., etc. That was the topic yesterday. And regarding, in this case, the grammar context. Okay, grammar context. We're going to study imperatives, right? I suppose that you've studied imperatives before in high school. So basically, it's just like a review then. So imperatives are used to give orders, right? Commands, especially coming from an authority. Let's say your mother, your dad, or maybe under other authority, like especially when you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. For example, wake up now. Imagine your mom telling you wake up now or get up or stuff like that. Also, imperatives are used to give warnings, right? Or to, in this case, issue prohibitions, right? Watch out, for example, cuidado, watch out, be careful, or don't touch me, right? In this case, we're using the negative imperative with don't. What else? We also use imperatives to give advice. For example, don't panic. It's not don't be panic, está mal, ¿cierto? It's don't panic. Don't eat too much. Don't smoke. Don't drink too much, etc. Any sort of advice. Imperatives to, in this case, give instructions or directions. In this case, go straight ahead, turn left, turn right, drive 2 squares or 2 blocks, etc. Also, normally in the posology of different types of medicine, like take the pill after a meal, in this case, take it every 8 hours, etc., etc. Or manuals of instructions, for example. Like, for example, open the lid, push the button, wait for 3 seconds, etc. right? Manuals. And finally, to request things. When I ask somebody to do something or not to do something, please don't go, like a song, pero una canción antigua. Please don't go. Also, please reconsider. Normally, for example, pieces of writing like letters, formal pieces of writing, etc., emails, etc. Let me alone. I think it's more common to hear "leave me alone," like "leave Britney alone" and stuff like that. Please, etc. Okay. So that's it. Now, there is certain different in these expressions, like talking about the form. I can add, in this case, expressions of time to the imperatives, like wake up now. Now is an additional, in this case, term. Don't touch me, in this case, I am adding an object, in this case, an object. There are subjects and object. So with imperatives, we never, ever use subjects, but we use objects after the verb, okay? So don't touch me is perfect, right, in this case. But we never say, you don't touch me. No. What else? Don't panic. Don't eat too much. Yeah, too much is, in this case, an adverb. Go straight ahead, etc. Take the pill. And please don't go. Yeah, negatives in this case, for example, when with requests, we can add please at the beginning or at the end, no problem. And also when we say let her alone or leave her alone, we are adding an object after the main verb. All right, and so on. Any questions? So for any comments? So far, so good. All right, I want to establish now the difference between the infinitive, the base form, and the affirmative imperative. You know that infinitive form, in this case, are the verbs in its original state, right? To be, to do, to eat, to drink, to go, to sleep. Yeah, no conjugation at all. No tense, no present, no past, no future, right? When, in this case, I conjugate a verb or I tense a verb, it's because I am using, this case, un tiempo verbal, right? Present, past, future, or any other variation, right? The perfect aspect or the progressive aspect, etc. So when I use, for example, auxiliaries or modal verbs, I mean, I can be, for example, I can be, etc., etc. She will do something. They should eat, blah, blah, blah. I must drink, tarara. So in that case, I am combining the base form of the verb, which is the infinitive without to. So that's why we call it bare infinitive, which is el infinitivo sin el to, bare infinitive, o base form, que es lo mismo. El bare infinitive y base form es exactamente lo mismo. Pero se usa de esta forma sin el to cuando se combina con un auxiliar o un modal verb, ¿ok? Y por supuesto la interpretación es distinta, porque aquí yo estoy diciendo, por ejemplo, to sleep es dormir, right? Pero si yo digo I will sleep, es yo dormiré. O sea, cambia totalmente porque estoy tensando el verbo y le estoy agregando un auxiliar, ¿cierto? I will sleep. Affirmative imperative in this case is different because they look the same with the base form, but they don't mean the same. Like sleep 8 hours every day. It comes like an instruction, for example, like from a doctor, right? Um, and also I can use it um, for zero conditional, for example, like a doctor telling me, if you want to improve your health, sleep 8 hours every day. That's zero conditional, and I'm using sleep. Duerme 8 horas, right? So the interpretation is different in Spanish. Sleep 8 hours, duerme 8 horas, so that you can improve your health. And give me a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And finally, negative imperatives: do not sleep or don't sleep. Like don't sleep too much, right? No duermas tanto. Don't sleep too much. You know that in this case. Very simple, but I wanted to establish the difference between infinitive, base form, and affirmative imperative, right? Any questions so far? So far, so good. All right. So let's do some exercises then. Let's practice a little bit. Just one. All right. It says fill in the gaps with the correct words from the box. Some of these imperatives are negative. All right. So we got tidy, call, be, shut, drive, stay, help, take, buy, turn. All right. So when I got this sign here, it's a negative, so I should use don't, and the rest is, the typical imperative form, affirmative. So number one, any suggestions? Any ideas to complete number one? You can use the chat box if you want, or the mic, the Mikey. Como talking Revengers as Mikey. Want to use the Mikey? O ya les perdí. ¿Están con Morpheus o están conmigo? Ya va a ser. La 1. ¿Qué diríamos en la 1? Como para decir, no tengas miedo. Eso, Alonso. Muy bien. ¿Cómo diríamos, no tengas miedo en la 1? There you go, Gonzalo. Thank you. Don't be afraid. Yes, Andrés. Excellent. You got it. A lo mejor esta mañana yo la verdad que estoy muerto de sueño, pero en fin. Igual que ayer, no. Don't be afraid. Excellent. Number 2. Tenemos que usar uno de estos verbos que está acá arriba, ¿vale? Entonces el be ya está ocupado. La Monse dice don't be. Sí, ya. Estamos súper bien. Number 2. I'm gonna make it bigger a little bit. Gonzalo, take the bus to school. All right. Thank you, Gonzalo. Nice job. Dice, yeah, no problem, Monse, no problem. Number 3, it's a negative imperative in this case. See you next week, Monse. Gonzalo, don't drive. There you go, Gonzalo. Correct, Valentina. Yeah. Number 3, don't drive too fast. Good job, Gonzalo. Number 4. Don't be afraid. Take the bus. Don't drive too fast. Danai. Call a taxi, please. Yeah, sounds pretty good to me. Call a taxi, please. There you go. Thank you, Danai. Number 5. Down the music. Down the music. Puede ser apaga la música o puede ser baja la música. Any of those. Hay una canción que es Don't Stop the Music, pero en este caso no va. La de Nai dice turn, alright, sounds pretty good. Turn down the music. Number 6 is negative, right? Aquí está el signo, ¿cierto? A new laptop. Number 6, a new laptop. From the verbs here. Turn está ocupado, call, drive, take, and be. Están todos eso ya ocupados. Don't buy, dice la Danai. Don't buy. Vale, Valentina, take care, see you. Sí, next week nos vemos el miércoles, es que van. Number 6. Entonces, don't buy, dijo la Danai. Que me estoy despidiendo porque algunos se tienen que ir. A verlos por interno, pero vayan nomás, chiques, no hay problema. All right. Ya, que nos quedan este y terminamos. Y cerramos la clase. Number 7, your room before you leave. Your room before you leave. Anybody? Tidy, el Alonso dice, okay. Tidy your room before you leave. Nice job. 8, me in the garden. Me in the garden. ¿Cuántas nos quedan? Help me in the garden. Okay, thank you, Gonzalo. Number 9, the door, please. Podría ser abre o cierra la puerta. Andrés, shut. Gonzalo, shut. And number 10. Y la última que queda, ¿cierto? Out too late. This is negative. Don't stay too late. Don't stay out too late. Don't stay out too late. There you go. Check. Oh, me faltó el buy. Sería don't buy a new laptop. I see. There you go. Okay, guys. Thank you for coming today. See you next week if you go, but I strongly recommend that you should go. we're gonna have fun. We're gonna meet, in person, and that's it. No sé si realmente tengan algo más preparado ahí en el departamento, pero al menos vamos a poder ver seres humanos for real y todo eso, ¿ya? Take care, have a great day, bye bye.
Chao, profesor, gracias por la clase.
Oh, gracias a ustedes por venir.
Chao, profe.
Bye bye.
Cuídese, que esté bien.
You too.